China's Woochao School of Acrobatic Arts trains today's children to be tomorrow's professional acrobatic stars.
Good. Good. Come down. That was successful. That was excellent. Try to be successful the first time. Don't do it over and over again.
Mr. Zhao's class are the top students at this elite school. This is the intensive group, and their aim this year is to win top honors at the Gold Lion Festival in Zhongyi City.
Looking good when you come down is important. Liger, watch out for quality.
Winning gold could transform their lives. It can open doors into the best troops in China and bring them and their families financial security.
By the time they graduate, they're the best and most talented students. For them, it is not difficult to get into China's best acrobatic troops. You up there, pay attention. Keep still. Good.
Liga is just 10 years old. Although she's only been at the school for 2 years, she's rocketed into the intensive class and has taken the top position in many of the group's pyramid routines.
When we first started practicing the pyramid, I was scared, but the teacher told me I'd be safe. After a couple of goes, I wasn't so scared.
Let's hold it for 15 seconds. Liger, you have to be fast and beautiful. When she practices, she has personality. If she cannot master a new routine, she will often feel very nervous and cry to herself. When other kids are taking a break, eating lunch, or taking a nap, she will continue to practice alone.
The rest of the group has been here for 5 years, and I've only been here for 2. In my heart, I really want to be better than the rest.
Liga's family are peasant farmers. Today, her dad and her little brother have come to watch her practice. The family home is in the Shanxi province, which is about 10 hours travel away by train. It's the first time they've seen Liga in 6 months.
When she was a young child, she was quite sickly. Because she was sickly, we encouraged her to exercise. Later on, we found that she was quite talented and strong-willed. If she likes doing something, she always tries to be number 1. In China, we have a proverb: only if you can stand the hardest of hardships can you hope to rise in society.
The school is famous for its human pyramids. Everyone relies on each other. Breaths and heartbeats are almost in unison. Su Mong, at the bottom of the pyramid, is one of the unsung heroes of the intensive group. There's little glamour being at the bottom, but stability is vital. There's a lot of weight riding on these young shoulders.
When I am at the bottom of the pyramid, I have to bear around 35 to 40 kilos. After practicing this routine, my arms and waist ache. With Simon, when it comes to practicing, he is very smart. He has very quick reactions. He is the kind of kid who has potential.
Wutiao is known throughout China as the historic heartland of acrobatics. As the local saying goes, whether just learning to walk or 90 years old, everyone in Wutiao knows a few acrobatic tricks. There are lots of small private acrobatic schools throughout this region, but none has the prestige and reputation of the Wutiao School of Acrobatic Arts. Founded in 1985, the school was the first of only 3 government-funded acrobatic schools set up in China. It's based in the heart of the Hebei countryside, some 360 kilometers south of Beijing. There are just under 200 students boarding at the school, and they range from new entrants aged just 7 and 8 to seniors who are coming to the end of 6 years of rigorous training. Students work in groups according to ability rather than age, and much of the day is devoted to learning their acrobatic craft, with academic studies taking only 2 hours of each school day. For the first 2 years, they concentrate on the basic skills. Performance elements are introduced in middle school. And it's here that some students take on speciality work with specific props. It's only in the final 2 years that students concentrate wholly on performance.
You have to be very careful about quality. We're a formal school and expect accuracy.
Zhao knows what it takes. A medal-winning performer himself less than 10 years ago. He is tutor, mentor, and friend to the group.
During lessons, I am often strict with them. After class, I am more like a parent to them. I would dote on them, worry about them, and look out for them. I think my relationship with the students is very close.
When we make a mistake, he's very different from the other teachers. He doesn't punish us. Even if we make the same mistake again, he'll correct us with a joke. We all like him and enjoy his company.
Once a week, the new intake students must face their most daunting class of all, stretching. Extreme stretching is a painful but essential component of the first year's training.
What's the problem? I haven't pushed your leg down yet and you're already crying.
Tendons and ligaments are pushed to the absolute limits of human endurance.
What's wrong? Don't cry.
The teachers must administer what they themselves endured in childhood. The regime is designed to give each growing body almost superhuman suppleness and flexibility. Even the seniors can recall those early months. The pain of stretching, a common memory for all who endured it.
Every day, when the teacher stretched my legs, all I could think about was the pain, but I would put up with it.
When we stretched our legs, it was very painful. Other children cried and kicked up a fuss. I didn't cry because the teacher encouraged us to keep going. With bad times comes the good times.
After 3 hours of practice and a day that started at 6 a.m., lunchtime is a welcome break for the intensive group. It's about the only time they have to hang out and relax from the rigors of training. On average, this group spends between 12 to 14 hours a day in each other's company. They're more bonded than many families.
Because we are together for 14 hours each day, we are like brothers and sisters, a family.
The bond between us is even closer than I have with my brothers. The relationships are stronger here than back home.
This year's new intake has been here just 3 months. These 7- and 8-year-olds are grappling with the most basic of acrobatic skills. They are learning to build up their strength, their flexibility, and their focus.
We spend time on one exercise, and when they feel tired with it, we change to another exercise. That way they won't lose interest in the exercises and techniques.
Wu Tiangtiang's father didn't want her to go through the tough audition for this school.
I said to Dad, if I wasn't allowed to go, I would cry. Then my dad said, okay, I could go. And that's how it was.
Although the days are long and some of the exercises painful, Wu feels the hard work is worth it.
It's very good. From the time we get up and start exercising, it's fun.
For some of the children, it is tough, but for others, it's interesting and a kind of pleasure.
Even the pain of stretching is something that Wu is learning to master.
Stretching is okay. I hope that when I can perform on the stage, my legs will be very flexible. You have to be strong. In the first few weeks, it really hurt doing the stretches, and I even cried once.
For a few brief moments a day, Wu and her friends are able to play like 7-year-olds the world over. It's a welcome break in a school day that will not finish until early evening. It's also a world without parents. The children will go home 3 times a year for holidays, and parents are allowed to visit their children only once a month.
When I'm homesick, I chat to my friends about whether or not they are homesick too. After we've chatted for a while, I don't miss home anymore.
Like many from these parts, acrobatics runs in families. Mr. Zhao's father was also a professional acrobat and is still a much-respected teacher and elder statesman at the school.
I remember seeing my father perform on stage, and from that time, I wanted to be like him.
I spoke to my wife about our son having a goal. He was pretty good. My son was very gifted.
So young Zhao joined the Wuchao school. But life wasn't easy for the youngster, especially with his father in charge.
At that time, my dad looked after me, and he was very strict. It was 3 to 4 months before my mum came to visit me. It seemed like a very long time. When I spotted her, I stopped practicing and ran over to her.